Here's the truth most people miss. You don't buy things for joy. You buy them for quiet. You don't have a spending problem. You have a stress problem. That's not a judgment. It's an explanation. And once you see it, your money finally makes sense. Think about your last impulse purchase. Not the item, the moment. It wasn't a calm Saturday morning. It was late, after a long day, when your head was loud. You clicked buy, and for a few seconds, everything softened. That calm was the product. Not the shoes, not the phone, not the subscription. Quiet. This is why traditional money advice struggles. It assumes spending is logical, as if you sat down, compared options, and made a bad choice. That's not how it happens. Spending happens when defenses are low, when you're tired, when you've been holding it together all day. You weren't reckless. You were overloaded. Let's be honest about what spending really is. It's emotional first aid, food delivery after a draining day, online shopping when life feels stuck, upgrades when progress feels slow. Each purchase says the same thing. Please make this feeling stop. And it works, briefly. That relief trains your brain. So next time stress hits, it remembers the shortcut. Swipe. Click. Done. Notice the pattern. Spending spikes at night, after work, after conflict, after uncertainty. That's not random. Stress drains self-control. Decision fatigue lowers resistance. By evening, you've already spent your discipline on life. So your brain looks for fast relief. And money is easy. Here's the uncomfortable truth. More money doesn't fix this. It just upgrades the coping. Better takeout, nicer tech, more subscriptions, higher fixed costs, same stress, bigger numbers. That's why people earning more still feel tight, still alert, still one surprise away from panic. They didn't remove pressure, they funded it. This is why budgeting alone rarely works. Budgets assume a calm nervous system, but stress shrinks your time horizon. When you're overwhelmed, future you feels distant. Tonight feels urgent. So saving feels pointless. Discipline feels heavy. Spending feels reasonable. Not because you're weak, because you're human. And this is where people turn on themselves. I'm bad with money. I lack discipline. I need more willpower. None of that is true. You don't have a character flaw. You have too much pressure. And pressure leaks through spending. Here's the shift that changes everything. You don't control spending by fighting urges. You reduce spending by lowering baseline stress. Calmer life, calmer money. When pressure drops, impulses lose power. Not because you're stronger, but because you don't need escape. This is why the calmest people you know rarely impulse spend. Not because they're virtuous, but because life isn't constantly screaming at them. They have margin, time margin, energy margin, financial margin. Margin creates quiet, and quiet changes behavior. So real progress doesn't start with cutting coffee. It starts with systems that reduce noise, predictable bills, automatic savings, fewer decisions, money with a job. Creates mental space. Unassigned money feels temporary. Assigned money feels safe. Here's a powerful reframe. Never try to save money in your most stressed state. That's when emotions are loud and long-term thinking disappears. Design your money when you're calm. Let systems run when you're not. Automate savings on payday. Separate spending accounts. Create friction for impulsive choices. This isn't restriction. It's support. Ask better questions. Not, why can't I stop spending? Ask, what am I trying to soothe? Burnout? Uncertainty? Lack of control? Mental overload? Often the answer has nothing to do with money. Fix the pressure, just a little, and spending follows. Here's something few people admit. If your life feels constantly tense, your spending is trying to protect you. It's not the enemy, it's the signal. It's saying, something needs relief. Listen to it. This is also why extreme frugality backfires. When you cut all relief without lowering stress, your nervous system rebels. Eventually, it takes control back, and the spending comes harder. Not because you failed, because pressure has limits. Real wealth doesn't feel exciting. It feels boring, stable, quiet, bills handled, buffers in place, no constant checking. That calm is what people chase. With purchases, they just don't realize it. When you build quiet directly, you stop trying to buy it. Spending drops naturally. Saving stops feeling painful. Not because you force discipline, but because nothing is leaking anymore. So if money never seems to stay put, stop blaming your habits. Look at your stress, your energy, your workload, your uncertainty, your lack of margin. Because you don't buy things for joy. You buy them for quiet. And when quiet becomes the default, your finances finally start to grow. Not louder, but calmer.